Hi Peter, thanks very much for your time the other day. The more I studied your plans, the more I could see and taste the result that you have in mind. That being a highly desirable subdivision that combines both the best of Elanora and Palm Beach. It'll create the ideal buffer zone between those two suburbs. That buffer zone would be your subdivision. As I mentioned in our discussion, I'm a big believer in comparing apples with apples. In the following presentation, I hope that I've achieved a comparative market analysis for you that I believe will give you some insight as to the dwellings that I believe would suit your site plan. Peter, 80% of your site would involve new dwellings. The best example of this would be up at Ormo, where there is a large diversification of homes that have been built solely with house and land packages in mind. They start in the high 400,000s and end in the high 600,000s. I believe this would be very relevant to your site. It is usual that prices achieved in the surrounding streets usually dictate buyer activity. Recently sold in your immediate area is One Reese Court at Elanora. It's a 4-bed, 2-bath, 2-car garage on a 663 square metre block. It sold in March 010 for 550,000. Also sold was 18 Darnell Street in Elanora. 4-bed, 2-bath, 2-car, 694 square metre block. Sold in September of this year for 575. I'm not saying that these houses immediately compare to what you're going to build or what you have in plan for the site, but this is what the market is prepared to pay. With regard to apartments on the non-beach side in Palm Beach and Elanora have a really capped ceiling. These apartments in Townsend Ave are probably getting on 7-year-old, 2-bed, 2-bath, 2-car. They've been selling in September of this year around the 370,000 mark. Peter, the duplex market's always been very strong, but is very, very price orientated. There is a definite market cap of 600,000. I'm not saying they don't sell over this mark, but I am saying the market gets very, very shallow indeed. 10 Barley Ave is a classic example of this. I sold it at auction this year under the hammer for 595,000. It was a large, spacious duplex, Caesar stone kitchen, backyard, and very, very good bathrooms and en-suites. I believe the most successful has been Sunlands The Park at Tugan, where 2+ studies started at 420,000, and the top end, which were only a few lakefront lots, sold to 600. All had stone-top kitchens, ceiling to floor tiles and bathrooms, and were immaculately presented. Peter, thanks very much for your time. I hope the presentation gave you a little insight into what's happening here in Palm Beach and Elanora. I'm absolutely convinced that marketed correctly, your subdivision would be very successful indeed. Pete, in history, we've only got to look to the past that gives us the future. I really look forward to catching up with you next time you're in town. Give me a call. Thanks, mate.